One of the great tools in Logic is the ability to convert from audio to MIDI. Now, to me, this is a great tool if you need to find out a part that you played. Perhaps you've written a guitar part and your ear is not as good as you want it to be. You can figure it out from a recording, but also this technique has a lot of creative potential. So let's look at the practicalities of how you actually convert from audio to MIDI first of all, and then we will look at some creative uses for it. So all I'm going to do here is select a synth part to begin with. Let's just find a synth loop. So I'm going to choose this Gentle Waves Plucky synth. I drag it onto my timeline. Double clicking on the region will open it up in the audio editor below. In the audio editor, I need to select the flex pitch or the flex function. By default, it will go to flex time. Flex time is here for you to be able to adjust and quantize audio, but we don't want to quantize it in time. We are interested in pitch. So I will select flex pitch. It will analyze the file, and you will see that it will come up with a whole bunch of notes. So if you are trying to learn a part, this is a great way because you can see the actual notes that are in the part. What we want to do is convert this over to a MIDI region. So all we need to do now is create a MIDI track from flex pitch data. Clicking on that will give me an instrument here. As you can see, a MIDI track has been created and the MIDI data has been pulled from the audio track. Just having a quick look at this, we can see it's needs to be a little bit quantized. So I'm just going to select all those and quickly quantize the notes. I'm going to mute the original track and let's hear what we've got. And this was the original. So that is how you convert audio to MIDI data inside Logic. So this can be a useful creative technique for applying to other instruments. Now I have this as MIDI data, I can do anything with it. So I could switch this over to another instrument. So I've pitched this down an octave now and I've switched it over to the FM synthesizer in Logic and get a bass part. Alternatively, I could pitch it over to the drum synth and get a rhythmic part from a melodic part. Or apply it to a whole drum kit. Using this method, of course, I'm now free to assign this to any note, so I could pick individual notes like this and move them down and create a kick part from this. And put my own bits and pieces in. So from a random audio synth part within inside one of Logic's loops, I have converted it to MIDI and I've created a brand new drum part from it. Hope you found that useful. This is Logic Pro workflow. Do stay tuned for more creative Logic Pro videos.